You want a Spotify update? Let's get a Spotify update real quick. Chat, they on my ass. Chat, what should I do? They're on my ass. Before I feel like I pushed the hands of Spotify to drop, I told him, I said, listen, I got this episode with Whack. I made all that happen. Whack and 6ix9ine. They move a little slow. I'm like, I got this episode. I want to drop it now. They're like, well, you know what I mean? Like, I think they thought like I could have waited for that episode to be like, oh no, it could be your first episode when you officially. I said, fuck that. I said, if I gotta call a pilot, I'm gonna call a pilot, but I need to drop it now. This is time sensitive. I wanted to drop it last week. No, 2 weeks ago. They were like, oh, well, we could drop it next week, like Tuesday or something. And I'm like, damn, I don't know if y'all understand. Like, I'm a cultural nigga. All right, anyway. We dropped the motherfucking shit. Chat. Oh, man. This episode, our first episode ever, is going so fucking crazy. If you haven't followed me on Spotify, please do. Follow Off the Record with DJ Akademiks. That's my podcast. It's going so fucking crazy. Spotify came back to me. They said, I know we said September 20th. That was going to be your full launch. But we need more episodes. Spotify came back to me like a fiend. Like, what was that last crackhead you just get? They came back like a fiend. I seen somebody say, why you leave re-uploads on YouTube? Hey, I mean, they got some asset management like meetings coming up, but hey, you know, I wasn't allowed to have the whole interview up on my page. I knew it was gonna be bootlegged. You know, they're working on that for other shit, and you know, for people, anyone who did that, don't get your shit struck or nothing like that. But I ain't mad at it in terms of that because you know, showed them how hot it was. Shit, look right here. This ain't on my page. 6ix9ine and Whack full interview, 1.6 million. Ain't on my page. I don't know who this is. Now I'm gonna keep it real. Spotify, there's a Spotify asset management thing that I think the income and the earnings from this is still gonna be accounted for in terms of whoever that nigga is. I don't think you're getting that money. I'm gonna be honest with you. But it's not about that. And for me, you gotta realize this is a pilot episode. I kind of want it to be out. I want everybody to see what's going on. Right? When we get into the mix, really, like, it's going to be really only on Spotify. A couple clips places, but only. But here's the thing. Spotify is on my fucking ass. They're looking at me like, act. You know when somebody hits you with the you know, like there's a different laugh of people who are like you know their net worth is like 50 or 100 or like $1 billion. They laugh from the pit of their gut. That's the only thing they find funny. Ha 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 ha. Academics are killing it. And I said, yeah, no, thank you. You know, I told you guys believe me about that pilot episode. I know you guys wanted to do it on your schedule, but good thing I pushed for it. Like, yeah, the pilot's going crazy. They said, oh, is it going crazy? They said, it's going so crazy. We need some more episodes. So I looked at them, I said, what we launching September 20th? This is September 20th. We can launch next week. Chat, they're on my ass. Oh my God. Chat, they want me to launch immediately. I'm telling you this. So they're hitting me. So my studio is still being built. And chat, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna always tell y'all always the truth. listen, obviously I'm not gonna name people this and third because I want to protect my relationships over there. But you know, I think this is stuff I could share. They're hitting me like, this shit is on fucking fire. What are we doing? And I was like, didn't y'all? Because we had a slight little conversation about when they were like, hey, we'll be ready to assist you with the launch on September 20th. And I'm like, can it be earlier in September? We're in August, the beginning of August. They're like, oh no, we have like a couple things lined up, this and third. You would fit like I guess they got a calendar. You would fit September 20th. And I'm like, fuck, whatever. Okay, cool. I said, as long as you let me get this one episode out. So okay, get your little pilot out. Now they're coming to me, they're saying, wait, September 20th? We can't wait till that long. You're moved up. It's like they're coming to you like, hey, you're promoted. So really, and I'm having these discussions. We had a slight discussion today. It's going to continue tomorrow. Chat. They're on my ass. They're saying fuck, because I thought I was going to have a month to chill, get my headquarters built out. I'm going to do some interviews for some hirings. This and third. We're going to do some rehearsals and episodes to make sure everything's going good. And then September 20th, bang out the gate, my official set. Y'all going to see, spend a lot of money on it. But they're on my ass now so much that they're like, fuck September 20th. What's up with next week? And I'm like, I don't even got my set ready. They're like, what's up? So, I'm going to be honest with y'all, chat. I'm like, okay, here's the thing. So what we're going to really talk about tomorrow is like, hey, okay, y'all just want another episode type shit, or y'all want like maybe 2 more episodes, or y'all want me to officially launch? Because like my set isn't even ready yet. You want me to officially launch? Like, y'all told me it was going to be a month and 3 weeks until we launched. You're telling me that we could launch right now? Or you want me to launch? So, again, my podcast will not all be guest based, but for the real quick ones where I'm remote, guest based are cool. And I'm thinking, I'm like, all right, damn, I could pull together some shit. I could probably get Tori on a podcast. I ain't gonna lie to you, I think I could get, but I don't think people would care about that though. Imagine if I get Tori and Cassidy. Not nobody cares, right? I can't do Tori and Meg. Don't even say it. There's like a restraining order against Tori, so he can't be around her. But yeah, anyway, chat. Somebody said, did Dirk or Tyler respond? No, I read it for y'all. So Dirk's manager responded. And it said, hey, this is Dilla. So Dilla's his manager. He said, yo, I seen it, and I'm going to let Dirk know, and we going to try to figure it out. Obviously they have their own schedule too. I've always told y'all, despite what you might think, and some people think that Dirk might hate me because 6ix9ine be doing all that. Number one, I don't post 6ix9ine's comments about Dirk anymore. Yes, does he post on my page? Yes. Do I repost it? No. And just truthfully, when Dirk was kind of, I think he just got dropped from Def Jam, he was independent. Ask Dirk. When Dirk reached out to me for me to help him with things and me to give him a platform, that time Dirk wasn't popping. I could have been like, man, nigga, you ain't, like, you fell off. I could have said all that. You know what I said to that nigga? I said, Dirk, I'm going to be honest with you. I owe a lot of my career to you, Chief Keef, Lil Reese, rest in peace, Fredo Santana. And I hope you guys know I'll always be there for y'all. And no matter what, when you need a platform to promote some shit, I got you. And I do think he remembers that. I'm going to be honest with you. So, yeah. I do think me and Dirk we're going to have a sit. I don't know if it's going to be next episode, though. That's the only thing. You get me? Anyway, so Dirk's manager didn't respond. Tyler did not respond yet. Chief Keef opened the message. Chief Keef has only ever asked me and Chief Keef talking. The only conversation me and Chief Keef ever had was him saying, "Yo, Ak, you're so pussy," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Why Chief Keef coming at me like?" But you know what he said? He said, "You're so pussy for listening to people saying that you shouldn't do war in Chirac." He said, "I used to watch that shit, and that shit was hilarious." And I remember it just like made me think. I'm like, I'm talking about Chief Keef most of the videos. And the people who I'm not talking about, they're mad as fuck. But the nigga who I'm talking about, he likes it. And I'm like, but anyway, it's cool. I'm pretty sure me and Sosa will get a chance to talk at some point. I'm I have a Uzi move up my sleeve. I'm gonna try to pull it, chat. I'm gonna try to pull the Uzi move. You get me? I'm gonna try to pull the Uzi move. There's a few tricks I got, but I'm just telling y'all, chat, because I like to keep y'all in the know. Spotify's on the niggas ass. They're looking at me like, "What's up? Yo, drop some shit." And I'm like, I thought y'all told me it was September 20th. They was like, we did, but we didn't think this shit would pop like this. So now that it's popping, you can drop whatever the fuck you want to drop. What up with next week? And I'm like, God damn, I had no preparation. So I'm about to have this conversation with them tomorrow to figure out like, hey, listen, okay, I could start doing some episode, but like I'm gonna need a studio, all that type of stuff. Anyway, all I want to say is, chat niggas, I love you guys. Like, you know, in appreciating y'all and just like thanking y'all for what y'all have allowed me to do, and this is only possible because of y'all. Like, for me to get this deal was because of you guys, but also like we've just accomplished so much there already that the mere fact they're looking at me like, no, get more shit. I'm like, damn, yo, the chat niggas really got this shit lit. So, I know y'all gonna help me. Y'all gonna help me. And by the way, like y'all are the most understanding audience ever. So we're gonna figure out some shit, and I love y'all so much for just supporting everything I've done. Somebody said what? Aubrey? Nah, I'm calling in the Aubrey favor. I kid you not. I'm gonna call in the Aubrey favor. Should should I send I might have to put in the air with Drake. Anyway, all right, anyway, cool. Let me get on to some other things